What's going on my new current and future rideshare drivers out there? Welcome back to the channel. Sad to say, today's video is more bad news in the Uber world. Well, this is a perfect example of why I tell all drivers, please make sure you carry protection of some kind at all times. And if you're doing the night shift or any shift really, you need to have a dash cam. Always have dash footage, please. Now this says, police officers responded Saturday to the fatal stabbing of an Uber driver in the Bronx. He was discovered in a car on the Hutchinson River Parkway before dying in a hospital. So, they did find him alive. They don't know what happened. This is still an ongoing investigation as far as I know. So anybody, I guess, in the Bronx, please, if you know anything about this, contact somebody. It says, a 27-year-old Uber driver was fatally stabbed in the Bronx on Saturday night in a vivid reminder of the perilous of the job, the police and drivers group said. The driver, I can't really say his name, so I don't really want to disrespect him, but Gandanahu, I can't really say it, so that's the only time I'm going to try to say it. But Mr. Gandanahu was found shortly after 9 p.m. seated inside a black Toyota Camry with stab wounds to his neck and torso, police say. The police are still looking for the attacker, and they don't know if this death began as a robbery. It says, on Sunday evening, the police released a video of a person of interest, which I can't find this video, wanted in the killing. The man fled the scene on foot and was last seen walking northbound on Co-op City Boulevard wearing dark clothing, the police said. The police said that they don't know if the person of interest was a passenger. They said the driver was working at the time, so his app was on, he was working at the time, but they couldn't say whether he was completing a trip or not while he was stabbed. I'm going to think this is something like that happened. He had to have probably been online, he was dropping somebody off. I think they tried to rob him after they dropped him off in whatever neighborhood they thought they knew, and then this happened. His wife had said he left around 7 p.m. on Saturday to work, and he never came home. He had a two-year-old son. His wife said his husband didn't deserve this, which I agree. Nobody deserves this. They're all out there just trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? We're all just trying to make money. I mean, obviously this is nothing new. This has been happening in cities all around the U.S., I'm sure around the world. An Uber spokesman, of course, they said, they called it a horrible tragedy incident, adding, our hearts go out to the grieving family. Yeah, well, you know what? They should kick back his family some money or something on this, because this is just crap. It said, we stand ready to work with law enforcement to assist their investigation any way possible. Now, hopefully that means whoever was on that trip or anything like that, because if when they pulled up to his vehicle and his app was still on and he was in a trip, they should know somewhat of who ordered that trip. Sadly, the fact that they don't have to provide real names or anything else like that, and they can just have, a stolen credit card or something, so that I'm sure that way is not really going to be able to helpful at all. I did like seeing this, I can say. It said on Sunday, a driver group offered a $3,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the killing. This driver group was the Independent Drivers Guild. I'm sure a lot of people may have heard of them. They're a real big thing in New York. They, I guess, helped also get everyone the minimum wage that they have going on up there. They said they call on anyone who may have witnessed the attack to contact the police so that the culprit may be brought to justice. Violence and threats are part of a professional driver. I mean, yes, that is true. Being a professional driver, we know we roll the dice with every ride, guys. You know what I'm saying? Whether people like to admit it or not, no one can say if you're too scared doing this job, don't do it. It doesn't matter. You could be doing anything and someone can just roll up on you and try to rob you and shoot you, stab you. It just doesn't matter. But the simple fact of Uber and Lyft TOS need to change. Okay, that's the one thing I've always said and I've always stand by. That's the one thing I will never agree with them, is the fact that you can't protect yourself. I think whatever you can, you protect yourself. If you're legally concealed and carry, your state says you can and everything else, do what your state laws say. All right? That is the most important thing, is your safety above all. No matter what, hands down. You get deactivated from these platforms, buy something else. You know what I'm saying? You got to go find something else. but your safety is most important. And it sucks having to report on these things. These are sad stories, but they need to be brought to light. Drivers out there need to know what they're getting into all the time, okay? Just because you can have 10,000 great trips, but all it takes is that one bad trip to end everything, to change everything, and things need to change. They even say in the article, which, okay, I'm sorry, I should have said beforehand, the article to this that I'm reading is in the description below as well, so everyone can see it for themselves and read it. But even in here, it says, knowing how to protect yourself from crime is as critical to a driver as knowing the names of the streets and avenues. It's part of their day-to-day life behind the wheel. And this is very true, guys. So very true. It said Mr. Gandanahu, which again, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. No disrespect. It says, was taken from the car, which was found on the Hutchinson River Parkway, to Jacoby Medical Center, where he died. His vehicle and driver's license were in good standing, according to the taxi commission. So, I mean, this poor guy was just out there trying to make his money like everybody else does every single day that drives for Uber and Lyft. And it's sickening that there's just people out there they know we don't carry cash. What the hell's the point of trying to rob an Uber or Lyft driver or delivery driver or anybody when they know we don't carry cash? Okay, it's all app-based. So the only time we get cash, really, if someone tips you cash. All in all, at the end, it says, we hope there is swift justice for the hire vehicle driver that was killed this weekend. The commission said in a statement, and that the perpetrator is quickly apprehended. Hell yeah, that's what we want. I hope there's some justice. And honestly, I don't hope the police get them. I hope there's some street justice. Because people like that, you don't need to waste taxpayers' money going to prison or anything like that. You just need to be dealt with. But guys, please, this is exactly why I say all the time, dash cams, very highly recommended. While they might not always save your life, usually they're a great deterrent from keeping bad things from happening. And if something bad does happen, at least there's proof for someone to see what happened and who freaking did it. Because now whoever did this is at large right now, today. So any of my New York drivers that are out there, please make sure you are being as safe as possible. You know what I'm saying? You always look at your people. Make sure your mirrors are sitting there angled at them and everything, so that way you are watching them nonstop all the time. All right, and I'll go ahead and go through these comments. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore everybody. I just had to get everything across first. What's going on, Chris, Jason? Sad, Christopher, Captain, Willie. Yes, and it happened this Saturday. Yep. So today's Sunday. It happened yesterday. Yesterday is when this all happened. Christopher said it's a known drug area. I hope they catch the perp. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking he must have been online. I think that's exactly what it was. And at the end, the guy obviously knew whatever neighborhood he was dropping him off at, so that way he could do some shady shit and get away with it because he knows where to go. Mike said, no audio? What are you talking about? You can't hear me? Everybody can hear me. Make sure you thumbs up the stream so I know what's going on. You guys can hear me, right? The Bronx is no joke. Damn right it's no joke. Nobody deserves this. That's right. Nobody at all. New York City driver log. What's going on, man? A lot of drivers in the Bronx pick up people off the street. That's the big thing. You pick up people off the street illegally, name your price, and then the rider knows you have money. Yeah, see, that's definitely bad. Never accept cash rides like that, guys, because A, they are not being tracked by anybody. Obviously, they're against the terms of service. Okay, everybody can hear me? Okay, good. Thank you. I wanted to make sure everybody can hear me. But yes, don't take cash rides, guys. You don't want the people to know that you have cash, that you are accepting cash. You know what I'm saying? That just makes them try to want to do whatever they're going to do to you even more. That's why, like I said, dash cams, no matter what, if you're in a one-party or two-party consent state, you are allowed to record for your safety purposes. If you are in a two-party consent state, all you have to do is make sure you have stickers or some kind of signs letting people know they are being recorded. Now, you have to have their permission if you're going to post it on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. But other than that, guys, have those fucking dash cams. Please. All right, that is very, very important. I can't stress that enough. I have a link to those in the description. You can get them off Amazon. Okay? You can get the cheap ones, the good ones. Let me just tell you right now, you get what you pay for. Preferably, if you're doing the night shift, you want to get something with night vision. You want to make sure whoever's in your vehicle, they can see their face. You know what I'm saying? Whether they give a real name or not, obviously, 99% of the time, when you see that name on the app, it's bullshit. It's not real. Okay? But a face, people know what the hell that person looks like then. Live Eater, I've driven for Uber for years. I've always carried a Glock. Never admit to what you're carrying, especially like to me or anything, you know what I'm saying? But just please carry something, guys. And yes, if you're carrying something like that, make sure it's easy access to grab. Supposedly, I guess mace and stun guns are allowed by the TOS, but I don't know. I'm telling you guys to do what you feel is necessary to ensure you make it home at the end of the night. This happened at night. I guess he left his house at 7 o'clock to go out and drive. At 9 o'clock is when the police and everybody found him. So this poor guy wasn't even in 2 hours of doing his night shift. And, yeah. Uber is getting dangerous. This is just technically what's happening right now is what the taxi drivers have always told us about. That's why you had taxi driver confessions and all that stuff. This is nothing new. The only difference now is as, the years go by, we got more technologically advanced. So social media and everything has made it more available for everybody to actually know what's going on in real time and not just hearing stuff, oh, this happened a month ago, a year ago. This lets people know what's going on every day, everywhere. That's the internet for us right there. But yeah, never admit, never tell anybody. Don't pull out what you need till you need it, okay? Because, obviously, if something goes down, odds are you're going to get deactivated, but who really cares about that? As long as you make it back home to your family, that's what's more important. And as always, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 any day of the week. All right? These are just side gigs anyways. So we're not out there getting rich. There's no point in risking your life without being protected. You have to protect yourself. You just have to, guys. The Rideshare Hub, what's going on, man? Exactly. This has been going on since taxi drivers started. Yep. Since there's been taxis, this has happened. Old Man Jim, as independent contractors, the I can't tell us how, where, and when, as it's my vehicle, not Uber's. They can't tell me not to protect myself. That's right. That's damn right. Jason said, rob you for your gun. Nah. Good luck on that. Like I said, if you're gonna have something protection, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pull it out to use it. Make sure you're pulling out to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't do none of that crap. All right. So you got to know when it's time to do what you got to do. Mancha says this makes you want to have a gun. This just makes you want to make sure you're protected. I know lots of drivers out there that don't have nothing at all, and they're like, "Oh, I've done 2,000-3,000 rides. Nothing's ever happened." You're right. I'm so glad nothing has ever happened. I hope nothing happens to anybody that watches me at all, or any drivers out there in general. We always hope that doesn't happen, but you have to prepare for the worst. It's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And yeah, tax season, everyone's getting their taxes back. Make sure you guys get something done. You guys got to have some kind of protection. Kate said, I joined late. What happened? An Uber driver in the Bronx in New York, I guess he got stabbed like 2 hours into his shift. They don't know exactly what happened, but he ended up dying. The purpose got away. There's a reward out for anybody that can leave any information. But yeah, everything is in the beginning of the live stream that I put in there. But it's very sad and it sucks. And I hope somebody does like a GoFundMe or something for his family so that way I can help promote that, because this is just sad. Because we all know, Uber's probably not going to fork up anything. They can give their condolences and their canned response all they fucking want, but we already know how it's going to be. But yes, this is why, I mean, they also need to do something else. They need to make sure everybody has some kind of real name, real requirements. We obviously know it's not going to be feasible for them to background check all the riders. We already know that's not going to happen. But they need to at least make sure people provide their real name and real information. They need to have some kind of verification that these aren't stolen credit cards and crap. So if someone does some bullshit like this, they can be traced, tracked, and brought to justice. See, Porque, they won't background check riders because that would cost too much. We already know Uber and Lyft are losing millions of dollars all the time, which is surprising considering they keep cutting our rates. But at a certain point, I hate to say it, but it's going to get to a point where the rates are lower and everything. It's just not going to be worth it to risk your life to go out there, guys. I know the next rate cut that comes around, I don't know if you guys will be seeing me anymore after that. Because things are just, it is getting dangerous out there. And what sucks really, I mean, like I said, this is everyday life. This can happen to anyone at any time, anywhere. But it seems to be more and more people targeting drivers, whether it be taxi, Uber, Lyft, whatever the hell. People just out there trying to make a quick buck and getting them. So it's like, if you guys are going to be out there, carry protection, okay? I don't give a damn. I know if Uber and Lyft watch my shit, guess what? Fuck you. That's a negative ghostwriter. I tell everybody to carry shit. Carry and protect yourselves. Hands down, bottom line. See, I see how it says we should be allowed to bring someone. So you can't do that. Simple fact of you need those seats available. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But that little 911 button or whatever, you might not be able to click quick enough to get to that. Uber won't deactivate the rider. Yes, they could do a background on the rider. They make them pay $10 before they can get on the platform. If they're legit, they'll pay. If they're clear of the background, then moving. Yeah. But no matter what, guys, everyone just needs to do, you need to protect yourselves out there. You need to have dash cams. When you're doing the night shift, you have to be like twice as alert. All right? Just because people get in your car, if they look shady or something like that, if you really don't want to take them, they look shady, cancel. I mean, that's the best thing I can say. Sometimes it sucks. You know what I mean? It might not always be the best thing you can do. Of course, we never know where these people are going. And just because you're taking someone to a bad part of the neighborhood doesn't necessarily mean bad crap will happen. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this could happen in a great neighborhood, a rich neighborhood, whatever you want to call it. This could happen anywhere. So, just because it was in the ghetto, as people would like to say, doesn't mean it changes the fact of what happened. It could happen anywhere. And yes, oh yes, I'm like right here. Michael said, I use Life 360, so I let people know where I am at all times. That's right, guys. Like people that have iPhones, find my iPhone on there, so that way your significant other or somebody else can track you. I'm pretty sure at least Uber has that feature where you can share my ride. Make sure people know where you are, especially doing the night shift. And if at all possible, try to check in every hour. You know what I'm saying? Just give someone a quick text saying you're fine. Something like that. All right? I don't care who the biggest guy is out there or anything else. It's never not smart to let people know you're okay. All right? Whether you can handle yourself or not, just let people know you're okay. That's always a smart move to do. I mean, what? It takes 3 seconds. You're bored. You're waiting for a trip anyways. Just text somebody. Let somebody know. I like this, what you just said, Warren. Warren Crawley, I like this. Uber needs to stop the friend ride. If you can't get an account, you can't ride with Uber. I don't like it when someone orders an Uber for someone else that's not on his account. Yes, I totally agree with that. Because obviously, either these people could possibly not have a credit card or some kind of card to put on there. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But they should have an option where you have a select amount of people allowed to use an account. And if you're not on there, you can't use it. And they have to make sure they double check these people that they didn't already have an account and get deactivated. So people just need to do more. And it's like, I don't understand what it's going to take really for these companies to do a little bit more. And yes, there you go, Future Shock. Your thing didn't pop up, but I did it so it would. It says it's bullshit. People should be getting hazard pay. Uber is off the hook. when you're doing the night shift, I do believe you should get paid a little bit more. Especially because the danger goes up a little bit more. Everything goes up more. So it's like, it gets pretty crazy. Fox Racing, I recommend to rideshare app drivers to drop off passengers in the ghettos and drive back empty to downtown Manhattan. Don't accept requests outside of the borough of Manhattan. See, I don't know. You can't really, like I said, you can't really say that because then they'll say that's cherry picking, you know, that's discrimination and all that. That's why I said it doesn't matter where it is. Anything can happen to anyone in any neighborhood. It doesn't matter if it's anything like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, New York City. That's not good advice. You can't do that, guys. I'm saying if you go to pick up somebody and they're looking sketchy, you know what I'm saying, they got some kind of trench coat on or something like that, and it just doesn't seem right, you have that gut feeling, go with your gut feeling then. But other than that, it's like, no, I can't promote destination discrimination. I just can't do all that. Sarah said, seems like Uber doesn't care because that's one less pay they have to pay out. Seem like it. Yeah, I don't know. But the friend thing, man, they need to stop that. Yeah, fake names, the no photo, all that crap. That stuff needs to be handled. People need to, even if we don't have that exact information, somebody, Uber or Lyft, need to have this information on hand so if something happens, these people can be found. Otherwise, if these people don't have a dash cam, we're in the same situation as we are right now. Nobody knows what happened. All they could describe was the guy's clothes he were wearing, and it was dark. It's like, damn. That's right, Steel Curtain. You got to keep your head on a swivel. If you get sick or weird feeling, go with it. Bottom line. I understand what you're saying, Pure Gaming. People say it's true, more chance of getting popped in the ghetto or something bad happening, but you just can't do that. 1998, Dustin, it's not discrimination. Don't agree with you on that. They'll say it's rider discrimination. It's destination discrimination is what it's called. If you won't take someone to a certain area because you think it's bad or it's the hood or something like that. That is true, man. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't believe me, but it's true. That's what it's called, destination discrimination. They will deactivate you for that. But don't get me wrong, too. I'm not telling you what to do. If that's what you want to do, roll the dice, more power to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm not going to tell people to do that. I grew up in Ocean View. I grew up in the hood, the ghetto. So I don't mind all that stuff because that's what I'm used to. But I've seen more people get shot and killed in the nice neighborhoods more than the bad ones. In the bad ones, most people things don't go down as much because everyone knows everybody's packing. I mean, yeah, if you see shit around you and think it looks sketchy, then yeah, turn the app off and go somewhere you feel more comfortable. See, I can understand that, yes. If you're in an area and you don't like that area, you don't want to get a ping in that area, then turn your app off. But if you go to pick somebody up, you know what I'm saying, and they want to go to a certain area, then if you say no because of the area, then they'll call it destination discrimination. But yeah, this, like I said, this is a sad story, and I just want to make sure drivers know crap like this is still happening. Okay, so just because you feel safe every now and then, just always remember, everything can go wrong in a split second. You always have to be aware and alert with everybody. That's why I always say engage with your passengers. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on with them. You get a feeling on what kind of state of mind they're in and whatnot. Because you just never know. We never know who we're picking up at any time. They could have mental issues. We don't know nothing. But just definitely protect yourself. James said Lyft is greater than Uber. No. Technically, if we're going to be honest with everybody, they're both shit even. Okay? Both supports suck. You don't get any better riders with Uber or Lyft. It's all the same people. People are people, guys. Peace and love. Thanks from Egypt. Oh, man. Thanks for watching from over there. But yeah, how did old school taxi drivers deal with this shit? Did they just shoot them? I'm sure they protected themselves until there was more regulations and everything, but yeah. I agree with you, Jambara. It's your car. It's your life. So, yes, guys. That's why I always say, people get in your car and they don't want to act right. They don't want to, like, just follow simple rules like, sit back, put it on your seatbelt. They start giving you crap and stuff like that. Kick them out. Cancel the ride and say, screw that. But make sure you contact Uber or Lyft. Tell them what happened so that these people don't give you a false report saying whatever the hell they want to say. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys. Yes, and that's true, Derek. Yes, most taxis now have that divider barrier. There you go. Warren says, best thing to do if you get a rider acting up, you maybe want or maybe threatening you, pull into a police station or fire station. Yeah, that can work too. Every time something happened, I offered to give Uber the video. They never wanted it. Yeah, sadly, like I said, Uber and Lyft don't have to take your dash cam footage, guys. Please remember that. The dash cam footage is more for deterrence and giving it to the police. That's more of what the dash cam footage really is, to be honest. But yes, guys, please, everyone just make sure you protect yourselves at all times, guys. Oh, Samson, we got to have a troll up in here. Really, even going to troll a sad story like this? That's just sad. A driver got shot 3 times in Miami a few months ago, set up by his passenger who texted 2 individuals that ambushed him when he arrived in a bad neighborhood at night. Lucky he survived. Dang. That's messed up. Yes, if there's a complaint, yes, always say you have the video. Just doesn't mean they're going to actually take it. But yeah, guys, like I said, this was a very sad situation. If I find any other information to come across, especially if like someone for their family does a GoFundMe or something, I'll definitely be posting that up. But until then, like I said, if anybody in New York is in the Bronx, knows anything that happened about this, please report it. Fuck that snitch thing, because people like that need to be snitched on. That's fucked up. You don't just kill somebody while they're out there trying to make a living to support their family by the best of their abilities just for that crap. So please, always carry protection and be safe, guys. As always, check the description below for extra help, information, and tips. Stay safe out there the best you can. Dash cams, better get them. Protection, always have it. Give the video a thumbs up, spread awareness, share the videos, make sure people know. Protect yourselves. Fuck the Uber and Lyft's TOS. Fuck that shit. Protect yourself. Bottom line. All right, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Be safe out there. Get your money. Don't take crap from nobody. And as always, Uber on safely. Peace out.